As we come on the air tonight, Lamar Odom is still fighting for his life in a Las Vegas hospital, surrounded by loved ones and the doctors trying to save him. It all began with an ill-fated trip to a famous brothel. Now ABC's Kana Whitworth is there as new details emerge about what really went on at the Love Ranch.
I heard her running, coming up screaming. She said, "Something's wrong with Lamar. Come here quick."
In this VIP suite, Richard Hunter, an employee of the famed Nevada brothel, the Love Ranch, found former professional basketball player and Keeping Up with the Kardashians star Lamar Odom unconscious, barely breathing.
911, where's your emergency?
It's the Love Ranch. I need to hurry, please, because he's got blood coming out of his nose, white stuff coming out of his mouth. They can't get him to wake up. He's like almost not breathing.
Lamar reportedly had been at the ranch for 4 days.
I said, put Lamar in my VIP house, which is where I stay when I'm down there. But he's got to understand there's no drugs.
Dennis Hoff, the owner of the establishment, said Odom seemed like he was enjoying himself.
Lamar was acting like a fun guy. He wasn't out of his mind. He wasn't speeding around. He was going to bed at night, getting good sleep. He was eating healthy.
But something changed Sunday night. Reports allege that Lamar seemed distraught over what was on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians involving his soon-to-be ex-wife, Khloe.
Something about him being on the Kardashian show and not liking the way he looked or something they said, but it upset him. But, you know, the girls worked him through it, and an hour later, he was drinking his cognac and having a great time.
Later on, there was a phone call.
Was there any sign of his kind of attitude changing?
He did get a phone call, and that phone call had seemed to bum him out. The night before he was hospitalized, you know, he had told the girls that he wanted to spend that night alone.
While he was at the ranch, nobody really knows what substances he may have been ingesting other than alcohol and allegedly an herbal supplement sold on the premises.
He had been taking these, they're an herbal sexual performance enhancing supplement, single red pellets in a packet called...
So you would like push the pellet out.
Right.
So you would be easy to keep track of how many you took.
Yeah, it's called Reload. I mean, it's something we do sell here. It's a legal over-the-counter type thing.
The FDA has issued multiple warnings about herbal supplements like Reload and have asked the public not to buy these types of products.
When it comes to supplements, it's really the wild, wild west. They aren't tested to see if they're safe. They're not tested to see if they work. A lot of them that you can buy at these mom and pop shops, we have no idea what's in there. And some of the things that are found in these supplements are dangerous.
Dr. Richard Besser adds that the government agencies' hands are tied when it comes to stopping the sale of these dangerous products.
There's been a battle over the years in Congress as to whether supplements should be regulated the same way that drugs are. Should you have to show they're safe? Should you have to show they work? But Congress has said no, and that's a big problem. Most of the people in the public health community don't think that's the way to go.
During his time at the ranch, it's alleged that Lamar consumed around 10 of these pills. On Tuesday afternoon, Lamar was rushed to a local hospital. He was later transferred to Nevada's Sunrise Hospital, where he is being monitored as his estranged extended family has come to visit, seen here on footage from TMZ. Reportedly at his bedside, Khloe Kardashian.
As soon as Khloe learned that Lamar had been found unresponsive, she flew immediately to his side in Vegas, and she's been there ever since. Khloe and Lamar have been separated for 2 years already, but she is very much still attached to her ex-husband. She really cares about him. She never really wanted a divorce, in fact.
People magazine's Charlotte Trigg says that it has been Lamar's alleged drug addiction that has kept them apart.
Unfortunately, Lamar's battle with drugs was very well known, and it did in fact lead to the demise of the relationship. She really tried her best to keep him clean, but he would go on a bender, and then he actually ended up cheating on her at the same time as well.
Long before Lamar met Khloe, he was first a star on the basketball court, his NBA career spanning 14 seasons. Lamar was beloved by his teammates, who nicknamed him the Candyman because of his obsession with candy.
Hershey's, white chocolate, cookies and cream, pecan swirls, always eat a Snickers.
But the fun-loving basketball star's life had been riddled with tragedy. When he was 12, Lamar was in the hospital room when his mother died from colon cancer. And 11 years later, he lost the grandmother who in turn raised him. In 2006, family tragedy strikes again when Lamar's 6-month-old baby boy, Jaden, dies from sudden infant death syndrome.
But when he passed, though, I couldn't really just leave the hospital. I stayed with him for about 3 hours and just sat there with him.
Grieving the loss of his son, Lamar tattoos Jaden's face on his chest and eventually returns to the basketball court more determined than ever.
I kind of had to, get control of myself. Whenever, I really had to be strong. I really didn't have too much time to weep.
Honoring the memory of his loved ones lost, Lamar writes their names on his sneakers.
It's more important to me to keep those people close to me. Because when they're not here, it's easy to forget.
He went on to win 2 NBA championships with the Los Angeles Lakers. During those years, Lamar met Khloe Kardashian and found new family at the same time.
When they first got together, they were this blissfully happy couple. They met and they got married just a month later.
You are husband and wife.
Exchanging vows on the reality television show Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
It's just not a go, no.
The ups and downs of their marriage fodder for their own reality show, Khloe and Lamar. The couple called it quits 2 years ago. But in this season's Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe showed concern for Lamar's well-being.
Lamar stuff will weigh on me for the rest of my life. I mean, the marriage didn't work out, not because of me. It wasn't what I wanted. So for the rest of my life, I'm going to deal with that and worry about him and think about him and want just to protect him.
The last few years have been rocky for the former NBA star. In 2013, Lamar was arrested on DUI charges. He pled no contest.
It really seemed like Lamar was just aimless. He didn't really have a purpose. He'd been working out recently and getting in shape and presumably was going to try to restart his career, but it really wasn't looking good.
Less than a year after the DUI, Lamar was cut from the New York Knicks after only 3 months on the team. And this past year brought more tragedy.
2 of his very close friends died from drug-related causes.
Tonight, as Lamar fights for his life in the hospital, Kylie Jenner posting, "Let's dance again together soon," along with this video of Lamar dancing. For Nightline, I'm Kana Whitworth in Las Vegas.